Hi, welcome back to another episode of Embracing Silver Life. Today we are going to be making creme brulee. If you've never had it, you need to try it. If you've had it, you know how good it is, and it's very simple. So we're going to go through the whole process. We're going to do it sous vide style, which means cooking in hot water. Another episode, I'm going to go all through how to sous vide a bunch of different things, but basically you're just doing it in hot water, and I hope you're going to enjoy this, because it's going to be in 4-ounce jars that are portion controlled. You'll be able to use them over a period of time. Just put them in the refrigerator since they're all sealed up, and just open them up and enjoy them whenever you want. So, enjoy. All right, here we have the 3 different types of sous vide cookers that I have. One I'm not using much anymore. We've got the original one, which all it does is sous vide cook. It is a hot water heater. It circulates the water. You set the temperature, you set the time, you put the unit in a pot, or people use different types of things like plastic tubs or even coolers, and it just keeps the water at a certain temperature for whatever time you want, and it can be for days like that. Then we have the pressure cooker. This is the one I really prefer. This is the Chef IQ, and it's a pressure cooker, multi-cooker. It does all kinds of stuff. And then we've got the Instant Pot Aura Pro, which is kind of like a slow cooker, but it does have sous vide on it, and it's a little bit bigger. I used that quite a bit, but I'm definitely going to go back to the Chef IQ for everything that I do right now. All right, so the first thing we need to do before we start cooking is get the water hot, because once we get everything prepared, it's going to go right into the water, and it needs to be up to full temperature when we do that. So we're going to do a cook time of 1 hour. We're going to set the temperature to 180 degrees, and that will cook this right to where we want it to be. And then we're going to hit enter, and it tells us to seal the food, get ready to put it in, and we're ready to go. Okay, now it's time to prepare the actual creme brulee. It's very basic. It's eggs, cream, sugar, and vanilla, and that's about it. So first thing we do is take 5 eggs and separate them. Oh, good grief, we can't get good help. Let's try that again. All right, so we take 5 egg yolks and put it in a bowl. Then we take the half a cup of sugar. We're going to whisk that into a blended paste. So just keep doing that. Doesn't take much, and it's all mixed together. Then we're going to take the 2 cups of cream, add that into the mix, and then we grab the vanilla, and we really like Mexican vanilla. If you haven't tried it, it's worth it. And you just whip that all up together. And get that till it's all blended. Make sure the sugar gets incorporated into it. Sometimes I get a little anxious, and now we're ready to put it in the jars. All right, one of the secrets with creme brulee is it's so delicious, but it's very rich, so we want to do some portion control. So we're taking 8 4-ounce mason jars, and we will pour in just about to 1/4 of an inch or so to the very top of that, and we'll go ahead and do that for the rest of the jars as well. Now that they're all done, we're going to take the caps, these little lids that I have put in hot water that kind of softens up the rubber, and put them on the very top of each one of the lids. I'll do it for the first 3 here. I won't bore you with the rest of them. And then we're going to take the cap, the ring, and we're going to put that on. And we do what's called 2-finger tight. We don't want to really tighten this down because the air needs to escape from the jar. So we take the 2 fingers, and we're going to push on the top of that, and you just push on the very top. You're not grabbing the ring, you're just pressing on the top. All right, now we're going over to the sous vide unit, and we can see that it's very steamy and hot, so we're going to use tongs because tongs are a good idea to use. Keep your fingers from getting burned. Putting your hand in there is a very bad idea. So we will take the tongs and pick up each jar, carefully load them in, and I did make a mistake. I didn't end up using 8 jars. I only used 7, so they are going to all fit in here perfectly, as you will see. And you can see them bubbling. That's why we don't seal them perfectly tight, because that air does need to get out. And then these will be nice and tightly sealed whenever we pull them out. So we're going to let this go for an hour at 180 degrees. I will put the lid back on it, and that'll keep the steam from escaping and keep it nice and energy efficient. And the timer's running down here after our hour. So it is ready to open up the lid and make sure that nothing went wrong. I have never had a problem with sous vide as far as jars breaking or anything like that. If you don't get them sealed tight enough, you might have some leakage, but as you can see, it's all crystal clear in there, so we should be good to go. Grab our tongs, and we're going to lift each one out. And first of all, I'll show you here the first one. As it is nice and creamy, it's going to be solid. It's going to be a very smooth custardy-like treat. And then we're going to put these on a cooling rack and then put these all in the refrigerator after they've cooled to room temperature. And then we'll go from there and show you what the finished product looks like. So it's been in the refrigerator overnight. We are going to pop the top right off there. It's nice and sealed. You can see it's nice, solid, creamy consistency. So we are going to take then some sugar. You can use white sugar, whatever kind you like. I really like the raw sugar, and kind of spread it out over the top here. And this is where the magic comes in with creme brulee. Going to take our little creme brulee torch, and we will lightly heat up the sugar. You'll see it kind of bubble up there. You want to get as much of that as you can without hitting the glass a whole lot. You don't really have to worry too much about it, but try not to burn the sugar like I just did here. It will give you a little bit of a bitter taste. And then the proof is in the eating now. So it's got a nice crunchy shell to it, and you scoop it up and it's delicious. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and learned something. A lot of people have sous vide cookers in their homes that they don't even know they do. You can look on your Instant Pot pressure cookers, and a lot of them do have sous vide. There's a few other things that also have it, but it's a very simple, very affordable way to cook, and I can't wait to show you more about that. But thanks for joining us today, and I wanted to show you real quick here. About 8 days ago, I planted these in the Aero Garden, and I showed you that, so if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. But it only took 8 days to get to this stage, so they're going crazy. See you next time on Embracing Silver Life.